Let's talk about law of dominance. But before that, we have to know about what is meant by pollination and what is self and cross pollination. Pollination is the process by which the pollen grains are transferred from the male part of a flower, which is called anther, to the female part of the flower, which is called stigma, enabling fertilization and the production of seeds. It has two types. In self-pollination, the pollens from the anther of a flower is transferred to the stigma of same flower or another flower on the same plant. While in cross-pollination, the pollens from the anther of one flower is transferred to the stigma of a flower on a different plant of the same species. So these are self and cross-pollination. Now coming to three types of pea plant in producing pod colors which were used by Mendel. He had three types of plant in terms of producing pod colors. In the first type of plant, when he was doing self-pollination, mean transferring pollens from the anther of same plant to the stigma, he was getting green color pods. In the second plant, when he was doing self-pollination, he was getting yellow pod color. And in third type of plant, when he was doing self-pollination, he was getting green pods as well as yellow pods with a ratio of 3 green and 1 yellow pod. So that was all happening when he was doing self-pollination with these plants. But in the next step, what he did was he did a cross-pollination between this plant, which was always giving green pod color, with this plant, which was always giving yellow pod color on self-pollination. But now he crossed them and he did a cross-pollination. So what happens? This is the first plant which was producing green pod color on self-fertilization or self-pollination, and this plant was always producing yellow pods on self-pollination. But when he crossed them, all of the seeds by the cross fertilizations were green. So what he concluded from this experiment was, when parents with pure contrasting traits mean when a plant is producing only one type of pod color, either green or yellow on self-pollination, that is pure parent. So when these pure parents, one which were producing their respective only one color on self-pollination, when they cross them, and now these contrasting traits mean yellow pod and green pod. So when you cross them, only one form of trait appears in the next generation. Mendel says that when parents with pure contrasting traits, as I explained, is on self-pollination when they are producing either yellow pod color or green pod color. Now they are pure parents. And contrasting trait mean one producing green pod color, the other producing yellow pod color. Now these are contrasting traits. So when parents with pure contrasting traits are crossed together, when they are crossed together, only one form of trait appears in the next generation, which is in this case green pot. The hybrid offspring will exhibit only the dominant trait in the phenotype. So this hybrid uh, offspring, which is the result of the cross-pollination, that exhibit only the dominant trait. I mean, in this definition, this green pot color is dominant trait in the phenotype. So that is called law of dominance, that